Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Like, subscribe, notification bell, all right? Hey, and all, if you're new to the page, listen, hit like right now for those of you that's been with me. I'm going to be talking about crypto. I'm going to be talking about stock that are related to crypto. I'm going to be talking about a couple of micro coins. You're going to want to watch this, all right? And crypto mining companies. But because I'm talking about crypto, there'll be a lot of spam in the comment section. It happens every time I talk about crypto. We do our best to keep things clean, never send money, crypto, or personal information to anyone. I will never DM you on any platform. The only things that I have are my links, okay? My links and my descriptions, okay? So let's go to one. Listen, I have a gift for you guys that don't have the class. Stock Up University, with all of us teaching you beginning charting, beginning for options, all right? Basic fundamentals about the stock market. That's Stock Up U, all right? We are having our Black Friday sale right now. All you have to do is go to the checkout and put in the coupon code STOCKUPBF. BF for Black Friday, all caps. Stock up, the letter B, the letter F, and you are going to get a really nice discount. Okay? Once it's gone, it's gone. All right? So it's going on right now. Make sure you get it. All right, let's go. What's going on right now? Listen, every time there's been a crypto winter, there has been a scandal that helped it to come down. Crypto is doing what it's supposed to be doing. We are in the accumulation phase, and crypto is right on time to do what it's supposed to do. But when these scandals happen, like FTX and all of this, if you don't understand the cycles of crypto or the phases of crypto, then you won't know where we are in the cycle, right? Right now we're in accumulation phase. For instance, take a look. Every single time, this is Investopedia, every single time there's been a bull run, all right, here's a bull run right here. Boom, it peaked out right here. The bull run of 2012, then we had 2017 into 2018, and then we had 2020 into 2021, right? These are the cycles. And here, this is a peak, this is a peak, and this is a peak. And then you have the decline, right? And then you go into what? Crypto winter and accumulation phase, right? Crypto winter and accumulation. And now we are in crypto winter. We are in accumulation phase. But this is the winter. But we are in accumulation, right? Every time we got up here, there was a scandal. All right. Now I had another chart that showed all of the names of the scandals, right? I went over that on one of my earlier videos. So a scandal, the fall, right? But this cycle was going to fall anyway because that's what the cycle is supposed to do. It's all written in the code right up here, fall, and then FTX, fall. As a matter of fact, crypto, this cycle was already cooling off before what? FTX, the FTX scandal, right? So that all worked hand in hand. It all kind of happened at the same time, but it was already on a cool off, already on the trajectory to cool off, for those of you that don't know. Now, I'm just going to mention this one time so we can keep it going. The reason why I brought up the class is not just for this huge sale, but I'm going to be adding a chapter for those of you that don't know about crypto, don't know what it is, how it is, don't believe it, don't trust it. I'm going to add a class for those of you that have parents going, can you explain it? They will be able to understand it. And for those of you that don't understand it, you'll be able to understand it once I add the chapter to the class. So that'll be the top link below. Let's keep it going. All right. Here's what's going on right now, good people. We got Binance founder CZ, okay? CZ, because I can't say this champagne, blah, blah, blah. I can't say it. So I'm going to call him CZ like everybody else. Guilty to what? Money laundering violations. So a lot of people came to my page, said, Larry, you called it. You called it. How did you know? How did you know? It was quite simple. You know, I don't have a crystal ball. It was just that this guy showed us who he was by the way he handled FTX. Okay? he showed his hand. He showed who he is, right? When you take somebody and go, yeah, we're going to save your company, and you're just doing that to expose them, you showed me your what? Character. Character is, or lack of character showed me. Now he's involved in money laundering, because people that do underhanded stuff like that are dirty themselves. They are dirty, okay? So I'm gonna leave that alone. That's a whole nother chapter right there, right? So look at this, good people. Binance CEO CZ steps down as a part of a $4 billion settlement. It's actually a $4.3 billion settlement. Now, Binance CEO CZ agrees to pay himself $50 million for a fine. But guess what happened at the time of filming this? Guess what has happened already? Binance founder CZ released on a $175 million bond. So he just went into his pocket or wrote a check for $175 million for a bond. What is all of this leading to, Larry? This needed to happen. The trees here in the Midwest, it's the fall, leaves are everywhere, and I don't rake. For all of my neighbors, I ain't raking until all the leaves fall. Get me? So don't look at me strange when I walk out my house, because as soon as I get through raking, there's more leaves there. And that's what happened with crypto, right? All the dead leaves have to shake off. And I was waiting for Binance in particular to fall, right? I know I caught a lot of hate when I said it, but there it is, all right? It's not a told you so moment. I'm glad that this is behind us, because me personally, I couldn't fully move forward until the biggest player in the game showed his hand on who he was. I believe that the regulations will happen, and then the initial thing will be a slight pop-up. There's going to be a lot of profit taking, and then a pullback at first, because people are not going to like the government having their hand in it. But what it also does is it allows big money institutions legally now to add Bitcoin to their balance sheets, right? And so that's what I'm looking for, all right? So let's take a quick listen at this, and we're going to keep this moving. This video will be timestamped because I have a lot to cover in this video. You better not miss it.
Still involved in Bitcoin every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, never stops. But it's been an interesting year. You know, I mean, in the last year, we've gone from everything from FTX to now all of a sudden Argentina potentially, you know, they've elected a pro-Bitcoin president. So the momentum and sentiment has changed dramatically in that market.
And then not to mention all the potential Bitcoin ETF filings that are still in the wings here.
Right.
So where do you see, you know, you don't have a price target necessarily on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But what are you thinking in terms of where you are now?
So there's a couple things. We know in the past that Bitcoin has had these 2-year cycles that are generally centered around the halvening. And so we have another halvening coming up in April. And I'm not one of those people that thinks the halvening is the actual catalyst, but it's one of those sentiment things that all of a sudden now you have a reduction in supply. Couple that with the fact that we have the Federal Reserve that is likely done for some time being of raising rates. If not, we don't think they're going to go to 10%. Maybe they go to 5.5%, right? And then the second part of that is we now have these ETF filings. So for the first time ever, just like the gold ETF, you're going to have retail investors, not that they couldn't buy it before, but now registered investment advisors, your Morgan Stanley wealth manager can allocate to this. And so that's what's got the market excited about this new ETF.
All right, Beeks, you just named a bunch of catalysts for the Bitcoin to keep going higher. What do you think the core is? You know, is it just digital gold, versus like we often hear lots of folks come on and just say they should be allocated to that. You know, we've had the dollar come in, and obviously Bitcoin has been trading pretty well with that. What's the core thesis right now? If you've missed out this run over the last year, and sentiment was really bad a year ago at this time, and now it's up, 200% or so. Why should people be allocating low single digits percentage of their investable capital to Bitcoin right now?
So I think the easiest way to think about it is digital gold. If you have a portfolio and you've got some of it that you want allocated to gold, and let's call that for inflation reasons, you're worried about the dollar or whatever your currency is going lower, you want to have some kind of hedge against that. So you could do gold or you can do Bitcoin. You know, and I would argue that Bitcoin is a better use case than gold, because I can't use gold on the internet. I can use Bitcoin on the internet. So Simply look at it. Bitcoin's a $700 billion market cap right now. All the gold that's ever mined is worth somewhere around 7-8 trillion. So if Bitcoin can take some market share from gold, which I think it's doing, then the multiple return from there, why couldn't it be 5x from here? Why couldn't it be 10x from here? Those are crazy big numbers, but if it starts to make market share just like any other kind of business would out there, that is what starts driving up the market cap.
So there you have it. Inflation cools off, Bitcoin goes up. For those of you that don't remember when the banking was falling apart, those regional banks were falling apart. What happened to Bitcoin? Bitcoin ran up because it was a shift to safety, right? And I agree with the gentleman that younger people, they're not buying gold, they're going to buy Bitcoin. Or like I used to call it back in 2020, BitGold. They're buying BitGold, right? So Bitcoin will rise again, I believe. Remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. And so will all of the others. So will Ethereum and Solana. It's all going to happen over again. Maybe not to the degree that it was last cycle, or maybe even higher as far as a percentage of last cycle. I don't have a crystal ball, but I just believe that it's going to happen again, especially when these spot ETFs start one by one getting approved. And now we have the major players. All the leaves are falling off of the tree, should I say. And look at this, good people. I bought a little Shiba-inu. You could take this and do it with Doge or any other the little micro coins, as I called it. As you could see, I'm up by $397. The other day I was up by $500. And as you could see, my average cost. Now, when it comes to Shiba-inu, I go 5 zeros and a 7. See there in the middle where it says average cost? My average cost, I like to keep 7 and above. I mean 5 zeros and a 7 or below. As you can see, I got it 50688 as my average cost. And Larry, what happens when and if it comes down below that? I'm going to say thank you for the Black Friday sale, and I'm going to buy more. Remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. Now, it being Shiba-inu, it's a micro coin, small cap, small money. Big cap, big money. Bitcoin, I have more money in Bitcoin, in my Bitcoins, because it's in one I bought at 25,000. I'm already up, right? Remember those you guys that saw me sell it at 50 and then 45 when it was cooling off? You were saying, well, why? Why would you sell now? This is why. I understand the cycles. So if I sell a Bitcoin at 50,000 because I bought it at 55,000, if I sell it at 50,000, I take a $5,000 haircut, and then it drops down to 25,000, right? And then I buy two, then it was better for me to sell it, take the $5,000 haircut, and buy two at 25 with the same money. Understand? And so now I am in the accumulation phase, and then we're going to go up from there. Let's talk about the crypto mining companies. You guys know that my top companies are Mara, ticker symbol M-A-R-A, RIOT, ticker symbol RIOT, Bit Digital, BTBT, and HUT. But my main three are Mara, RIOT, and CleanSpark. Mara, RIOT, and CleanSpark. You guys. Now here I have a chart of Bitcoin and Mara, right? Now, as we could see, this was 2020. Remember, I was getting Mara at that time. I DCA'd down from 450 down to 150, and then my average cost was around 250, and then I wind up DCAing back up, okay? Not fully understanding like I do now what was going on. Now, as we can see here, if we start here and we take it just from the lows, right? Let's just go here. If we take it from the lows and go up to the highs, right? As you could see there, that you would be more profitable had you been DCAing into Mara than even Bitcoin itself. As you can see, Bitcoin is up 1,300%, like 1,343%, but Mara is up over 2,000%, right? And then let's just start from here, right? Let's just start from 2021, September 24th of 2021, right? Let's even start here. Had you started accumulating Mara and Bitcoin at the same amount, you would have killed it, as you could see here with Mara. See here, Bitcoin is up 1,400%. Mara is up 3,100%. And that's why I like the crypto mining companies the way that I do. They multiply so much, okay? Let's, you know what? Let's add RIOT with it too, because this is what I did before, RIOT. And let's see how Mara reacts. October 16, 2020, it doesn't matter. Let's just go on up. And then as we could see at the top there, Bitcoin is up 12%, Mara's up 17%. It's just where I grabbed it from. And RIOT actually killed it. But the second move up, Mara killed it over RIOT. You can see that? See that? So Bitcoin 14, Mara 31, RIOT 22. I will continue to buy the crypto mining companies, especially Mara, RIOT, and CleanSpark. So I'm going to continue to put money in those and probably put a little less into HUT and BTBT. This is where I was with Shiba-inu, just to show you guys. As you can see, I was up $740, right? I just wanted to show you guys that. Now, why am I showing you that? Let's talk about Mara, RIOT, CleanSpark, HUT, and BTBT, right? Those are the ones that I'm going to be accumulating in, right? And what I want to tell you guys is I expect a pullback. I expect a pullback, not just because of what's happening with Binance and what's going on. That for sure will cause things to have a pullback. But I also want to let you guys know that I am buying. Okay, I'm going to be buying tomorrow. I'm going to be buying these crypto mining companies. I'm going to be DCAing from the beginning of this month into my Webull account. You guys know that. But here's what I'm doing with Mumu. I'm going to be adding to my positions, right? I have RIOT, Mara, CleanSpark, BitDigital, and HUT8. BitDigital is BTBT and HUT is HUT, as you could see. And I'm going to be adding more. When? When they have downturns. These are the ones: RIOT, Mara, CleanSpark, BTBT, and HUT8. I'm showing you guys these now because I believe in them strongly. I believe they will all rise, right? I believe that they will all 4x. I do believe that they're going to all 4x at this point. And that's what I see minimally. I expect those to 4x. Now, it's going to take some time. Now, for those of you that are in Bitcoin, into any of these mining companies at the time of posting this, I believe that it will come back down. I believe that these will come back down, but no one knows. With crypto, there is way more risk than regular stock, but there is way more reward and gain with regular stock too. All right. So hopefully I'm going to timestamp this, get you guys to look at everything, rewind this, and go back to the prospective places of things that you may have missed. I plan on making a ton of money with crypto, with Bitcoin, with the miners, and with the micro coins. I plan on making a ton of money. Please leave me a comment and let me know if you learned one thing, even if it's just one thing, or let me know if you agree with me or you think it's one big scam. Always in leaving, make sure you get your free stuff. Make sure you get your 5.1, which no bank is paying you guys. And then make sure you take advantage of this Black Friday sale and come join StockUp University. Quit losing money, learn, and earn. All right, good people? Let me know if you enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment. I want a bunch of comments and a bunch of likes on this one, all right? But I want to help you make what? A bunch of money, all right? We'll talk to you later. Live, love, laugh, and learn.